I've gone ahead to cut my sleeveless dress. This is the front and this is the back. The first thing I'm going to do is to join the shoulders. So instead of putting, this is the proper right side of this fabric, and then the inside too can be worn, which is the black. So for me, this is the right side of my fabric. So instead of facing the right sides together, I'm going to face the black parts, which is the wrong side. I'll face them together. I'll be sewing 0.25 inch. That's 1/4 of an inch. That is what I'll be sewing on the shoulder and by the sides. After sewing it, I'm going to trim it just a bit, a little bit. I'll trim the sides also. I'm going to turn it inside out. After turning it, now I'm going to sew right sides facing each other. So that first seam, I've used that to pick my seam allowance. So this is the French seam. With this, I don't need to weave the edges again. So I've enclosed my seam. I've hidden my seam inside. I've hidden my seam allowance inside what I'm going to sew. So now I'm going to sew 0.25 again. You know, I've reduced the seam, so the seam is no longer as long as 0.25. So when I sew this 0.25, it won't be showing here. So I'm going to sew 0.25 here, 0.25 at the second shoulder, then both sides. I'm also going to sew 0.25. After sewing it, this is what it looks like inside. So this is my seam inside, and then this is the back part, 0.25 inch. This is the shoulder. The next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to fold this down, and then I'm going to sew on the edge. I'll do the same for the side. I'll flip this to the side. The enclosed seam, I'll flip it to one side, and then I'm going to sew on the edge. I'll sew it down on the edge. I can also leave it like this if I don't want any seam here. So if I don't want any seam showing here, because this is not black, so if I don't want any seam showing here, I can leave it like this as an enclosed seam. But if I want to do it like a French seam, I have to bring it down and sew on the edge. I'm going to be using a black bias to tidy my neckline, my armhole, and my my hem. Because if I try to fold it, this will show here, and if I try to fold it this way, this will show here. So I'm going to use a black bias because I can't get a silver bias that will match this well. And my fabric, I could have cut my fabric this way and use it, but it won't be enough to do everything. It can be enough for the neckline, but it won't be enough for everything. So I'm going to be using a black bias. I've gone ahead to fix my bias. Then I sewed down my enclosed seam. Then I made the French seam. This is my armhole. This is my neckline. Then this is the side seam.
Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please kindly like, share, comment, subscribe if you're new here, and click the notification bell. Thank you.